Good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Very nice day yesterday. Everything ripped. You got to trade them. Got to trade them. What happens today? Okay. So today you have a couple stories. The first story is interesting, but there's a piece inside that story that nobody's talking about. Very interesting. Okay. So they're going to ban AI chips to China. Well, that's going to take a minimum of 3 months to do, a grace period of 6 months, and probably a year to implement. Okay, they did this with Huawei. Remember, you banned chip selling to Huawei, so Huawei couldn't. So you had Avago and Nvidia and them having issues. And so let me tell you how you get around this. So you sell them to somebody in, I don't know, say you sell them to somebody in Iran, and then Iran resells them to somebody else. Okay? I mean, there's ways around this. Okay? Now, not good, not bad, just telling you how companies would do this. Okay? And then here's the thing. So it affects Nvidia huge, but here's huge. What's huge? People are saying 5 to 10% of total revenue. So they got it up by $4 billion. So that's 10% is $400 million. Okay, not that big, right? So, but they're going to make, let's say they're going to make $11 billion this quarter, so they lose $1 billion. So they're going to make $10 billion. Okay, so not that huge. Okay, but demand is so high that probably doesn't happen for a year or two. Okay, that's one thing. Okay. It doesn't affect all the. I mean, think about it. They took Tesla down because a bunch of clowns are thinking Texas, Tesla is going to sell chips. Tesla's not going to sell any AI chips. Okay? They're not going to sell any. So they're going to sell zero chips. Okay? Just understand this. They're going to sell zero chips. Okay? Ever. It's a whole different business. They have to spin it off. And they have to go get 1,000 people. 1,000 people. If somebody calls and says this isn't working, people are going to say, oh, I'm going to pay you $40,000 for a chip, Tesla. For a chip. I have 5 of them on this board, so $200,000. But you don't have to answer the phone for me. Call me in a week. Really? You guys, people think. Okay, think. Okay. But here's the piece inside that bill. It says, and potentially stop all Chinese companies from using U.S. cloud services. Wow. Okay. U.S. cloud services. That means Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud. There's things that are very, very funny to me. Because way back 2-3 years ago, when Baba came out and said, we're releasing Baba Cloud to the U.S., and we're going to charge you half the money. And people sent me messages. I mean, it's just hilarious to me. Sam, if I had a business and I have, so let's say Sam uses Azure, and Sam pays $1,000 a month. Oh, but Baba Cloud will do it for you for $200. Why would I go to Baba Cloud? Why would I go to a Chinese company? And people said, all the big companies are going to go there. And I just laughed. I said, Baba's not going to get one customer. They're not going to get one customer. Do you think a big company like a Texas Instruments or somebody would go, let's go to Baba, we'll save money? The CEO would walk you out the door. Okay? Interesting. Now, would Chinese companies use us? In theory, why the hell would they use us? They're in China. Now, if they're trying to get around some legal mumbo jumbo, okay. But just know that can be an issue. Now, here's the interesting piece of that I keep telling you about. If you can't get AI chips and you can't do AI in China, they can use AWS and Azure and get on a server here that has an AI chip in there and run it off of here. Now that's possible. Very possible. Okay? So that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. So just know that. Okay, so today what happens, NVIDIA should go lower. Now we're sitting on these NVIDIA 380s that we bought, remember? So those are going to work nicely. This is why you don't sell them at 20 cents. They're going to be back to $1. And if it takes out $4.99, you got $3.91, $3.99. You got $3.91. Those are going to go to $3. Okay. So today, what you want to see is you want to see who's impacted. Now Tesla should go. Money should go to Tesla. Okay, in theory, should go. Netflix got an upgrade, so that one looks like it wants to run, but they just sell. Let me tell you, these companies, they're getting stupid. Netflix is getting stupid. They're gonna lose. They're gonna get whacked. People are gonna tell them at some point, F off. They're going to. Now they said they're going to raise prices in the U.S. again. Here's the reality of the situation. You don't have to pay Tom Cruise $50 million. You don't have to pay all the supporting actors millions of dollars. You can pay them less. You can. Now, maybe they don't do it. That's okay. But you have to bring the cost down. They just keep bringing the cost up. Okay, so watch. This Netflix never came out and said password sharing is working. Isn't that interesting? I'm telling you, they should have done that if it was. And I told you what's happened to me is so somebody I knew is using one of mine. They don't live here anymore, and I was paying $16.99, and now I can go down. I only need one login for me. That's it. Nobody else can use it. So we added them as an $8 user, and we knocked $7 off of my price, $6. So their net is only up $2, and they put in all that technology to do that. Not so good. The incremental cost was higher. So just know that. That's Netflix, okay? Today you want to see if things like Adobe and stuff move up. Move up, okay? If it does, then it's just a rotation out of some chips. But then tonight you got Micron earnings. So here's the reality of the situation. If you believe AI comes in hard this quarter, next quarter, and the next quarter after that, then SMCI has to guide up, and it has to be 300 within 6 months. Okay? But Micron has to guide up. Because if you're going to use higher-end chips and make higher-end computers, you need 8x the memory. They told you. The CEO of Lam Research said 8x memory. 8x. So instead of, let's say, you have 2 chips in there, you have 16 chips in there. Wow. Okay? So that means they got to guide up. Now, Lam Research, we sold the 630s. We sold the 650s. What a trade. What a trade. You got to trade them. People asked me yesterday, why am I selling it? I said, just in case. And here's your just in case. Down 10. Okay? So get smarter. So that's what's going on today. That's what we know. That's what we know. In theory, since Tesla sells 0 chips, all this money from NVIDIA and everybody else should go to Tesla. And if it takes out this 262, it's going to go hit 280. Very interesting. Then we see. Okay? Netflix, every pop, every day that it pops, 5, 10, 15, 20, as soon as it drops 4, it's done for the day and it goes lower. Let's see. Okay, Avago way lower too. They're affected, but they're not selling AI chips. They're selling things that help AI chips. So now people are saying, well, if you can't sell me the chip, then I don't need the other piece either. Interesting. Okay, maybe I buy that. So this is directly for NVIDIA, but it's a long ways off. And if NVIDIA gets down to 370, and you can buy the 440s at under 5, for earnings, way out, we do that. Okay? Interesting. That's what we know. So that's what's going on. Okay, let's get started. 6:28. Good morning, everybody. Stocks go up, stocks go down. See if the SPX goes positive. Because in theory, this doesn't affect a whole lot of people. It affects a few people. And then we see. But like yesterday, when Tesla dropped it was at 250 and it dropped 2.5 on this news, you knew they didn't know what they were talking about. A company that doesn't sell. Okay, now Microsoft. Does Microsoft sell stuff? Maybe they sell an AI piece of it. They said AI chips. Do they sell the AI piece that's added onto Excel into China? Maybe that's next. Who knows? Okay. SPX down 8, I believe. Let me double check. Down 7, 8. Okay, that puts it at 43.70, 43.52, 43.31. Here, look at this. The market in a week and a half, everything is as bad as it can get. Nothing is good. Can't even go down 25 points. What's that tell you? That they're going to scream this higher come next month. And then we see. Okay? So just wait and chill. Okay? Upside, 43.91. Avago, 844, 852, 888. It may drop today. Let's see. 827. NVIDIA, 399, 391. Watching our 380s. Very interesting. May pop to $1 really fast. Very interesting. Interesting. Then we see. Meta. Very nice day yesterday. We're moving back up. 292, 231. 292, 301. Lam Research. 652, 671, 700, 809. Jesus. CMG. Can this get through 2100 pre-earnings? Very interesting. Keep it in mind. Okay? UPST, a little bit better, 39. Wait. Snowman. So he didn't guide up, but inside one of the charts, he took the margin up 4%. So his earnings will be better, 4%. But here's the thing about Snow. And here's the thing that just fascinates me about CEOs. Just like the AI CEO. This is the greatest time, and I've never seen this much demand. So think about a car company saying, I've never seen this much demand. And then they don't guide up. That's Snow, and that's AI. Those two. So just know that. But he did take margins up, so in theory, 181, 192. Adobe, 494, 496 accelerator. Coin, 71. MDB, unplayable till it gets over 400. Regeneron working lower, looks like 680. Their Eylea drug failed on the higher dose. Netflix, 426, 431. AI, 38 up, 29 down. SMCI, 231 up. NOW, 551, 572. Money may go to Microsoft at the open too, from NVIDIA. 338, 341. Amazon, 131, 136. Tesla, 256, 262. That's what we know. Chill and relax. Would love to see NVIDIA just pop there, 491. We take 3 for those puts. Then we buy back in. And that's what we know. Everybody have it. Hold on. I forgot questions. Apple. I haven't been following Apple. It's just sitting there higher. 191. 191, 196. That's what we know. That's what we know. Snow Investor Day was great. Here's the thing. Just because people go up and do a rah-rah thing doesn't make it great. It was up 3 after hours. Understand. But why is it not up to 196 where it was 2 weeks ago? If something is great, remember, don't fool yourself. If something is great, it's way up. Lam Research was great. Lam Research up 2 or 3 is good. Up 30 is great. Avago up 25 is great. SMCI up 2 or 3 is good. It's not great. Here's the problem, because I used to do this, guys. I'm not picking on you. I used to do this back in 92, 93. I'd be like, oh my God, this is up $4. This is great. And the next day it drops 2. And your option is right back to where it was. It's still up 2 from where it was. But you lost 2 days. So your option would be lower. It's not great. Great means it's really flying and up. It doesn't mean it's up 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. That's not great. That's good. That means the news is good. It's not great. He took the margin up. The news is good. It's not great. The guy last quarter, he took their yearly earnings down. We're going to make less money this year. That's what he said. In this greatest environment for AI ever, in this conference that he said, Snow, everybody's coming. He didn't raise guidance. It's very average at best. Everybody have a great day. See you in chat.